good to see you again. I've been wanting to do some photography and been having a hard time getting inspired, getting out and everything. Been having some snow, but usually the snow's been kind of melting and everything pretty quick. This morning we had just a little bit of a dusting, but it's already pretty much gone. And it's been generally drab, so it's kind of hard to find the inspiration to go out and actually get pictures. So I finally, after a while of thinking about it, I just thought, you know, I'm just going to go in the backyard and in the woods around here and just kind of find what I can find that's maybe macro or something like that. So I've got a pretty basic macro setup here today. I've got my old 6D with a 100mm macro lens. The macro lens will do 1:1 magnification, so it can get in pretty close. And I kind of wandered around for a little while trying to find stuff, and finally found these pine cones, these ponderosa pine cones under the trees here. There's one in particular that has just kind of a neat pattern to it. It's turned upside down, and I just like the way the reflections kind of played off of the cones, off of the little I don't know what you'd call them, the little separate spines on the cone. And so I got in close here, and I had to get down really low with my tripod, but I almost needed some way of adjusting it. So I got I have a focusing rail on here that I can use to kind of get low but then adjust about where I really want it so I can get a full frame of it. Pretty basic. I did stop it way down to f32 and got a pretty good shot. Kind of I did leave, I could have put a polarizer on to reduce the reflection, but in this particular case I kind of like the reflections coming off of it because it kind of gives a little bit of depth to it. So I left the polarizer off this time just to enhance that reflection a little bit. Basically, I wanted to really get in tight on this shot so I could fill the frame with just kind of a neat pattern. And so I tried to exclude a lot of the other stuff around it and everything and just get in on that one particular area. It's a pretty cool shot though. So let's take a little walk around and see what else we can find. So I found a little picture here that might work. It's a little bit of fungus on a stump. It's got a little bit of ice kind of mixed in on the stump itself. Kind of made sort of a neat pattern, so I went ahead and took a picture of it just to see what it might do. Not real sure if it's something I'm going to keep or not, but figured I'd go ahead and take the chance and take the shot. Same basic setup. Nothing real special, just try to concentrate on the more colorful area of the frame and try and get all the fungus in there and making it look good and everything. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, sometimes you have to improvise, and that's what I've done here. I found some really neat cup lichen in this area, and it's kind of intermixed with the little bit of snow and stuff. It's kind of a cool scene and everything, and I took a few different shots, but for this one particular one there's a little tiny mushroom right down here, and it's just kind of neat with the lichen and the moss and stuff like that, and a little bit of snow in there. It's just a neat little scene. Very tiny, pretty much life-size on a full frame camera. So I am at the maximum magnification of this lens and everything, and I could not get my tripod low enough for this scene, so I had to get my take my jacket off and just kind of use that as a cradle, and got everything set up. Got my the aperture is all the way down to 32. We're losing light right now, so it's getting really dark, and yeah, I'm down to, like, I think this exposure was 30-second exposure, so it's really long. So obviously I had to have a mirror lock up on it and stuff like that, but turned out pretty good, and pretty good for this kind of scene. Well, that's about it for today. I am losing light really quick. It is about 3 o'clock, and it's going to be getting pretty dark. I'm in the woods, so it's always going to be darker in the woods. But anyway, I'm not too concerned about, like for photography I could probably keep going, but unfortunately for video it starts to get a little hard without really raising the ISO way up there. So anyway, I think for today I'm going to call it a day for this, and we'll wrap this video up, and until next time, I'll see you on the trail. But so anyway, let's see what else there is to get. There's not really a hell of a lot more I can say about this.